This is the first dog we're going to show you today. You're looking at Shanti. Shanti is a yellow lab. He's 3 years old, neutered male. Needs some work on the leash, and he needs a little work on house training. But he loves to play fetch, and he is a sweet, loving, goofy, kindly, yes, hello, handsome boy, with a tongue that just doesn't stop. Look at him go. This is a beautiful, loving dog. He would do well with kids. He would do well with anybody. You would have to invest a little time in training, but then again, that'll be part of making him yours. He's so excited to be out and around people. This is a sweet, loving, goofy, friendly, outgoing, look at the beautiful face, beautiful boy. His name is Shanti, and he's looking for a forever home of his own. The dog you're looking at now is Doc. Doc is a terrier mix. He's neutered male. He's 3.5 years old. Doc came from an abuse situation. He was confiscated. He's a little bit shy until he gets to know you and frightened because he has been hurt. But he's very sweet, and once he gets to know you, he's very loving. You just have to move softly and be kind with him till he gets comfortable. They say no kids because he plays a little bit with his mouth. He nippies and he walks nicely on a leash. He is housebroken and just very affectionate once he gets to know you. So if you have the patience to reassure this little guy to be very kind, let him know that hands are for petting and not for hitting, and that no one's ever going to hurt him again. He will be your absolute best friend. He is as sweet and kind and gentle. As abused as he's been, he doesn't snap, he doesn't growl, he just shakes in fear. If you want to be that special person to reassure Doc, to let him know that life will be good, he's waiting for you to come. The dog you're looking at now is Oofus. Oofus is a 9-year-old Rottweiler mix, sweet, loving, big, huge boy. Seems to be good with everything and everybody. He's curious about absolutely everything. Walks well on a leash. They say probably older kids because he is so big and so strong. Sit. Sit. Would you sit? Good boy. Well, we can tell you now that he sits on command. He does seem to be house trained. He is very sweet and very loving, and he will get passed over because of his age. And it's just not fair. There are lots of great years in this boy. He plays like a puppy. And just because his heart's a little older doesn't mean that it does his Oofus. He's waiting for a special person to take him home, to walk with him, to cuddle him, and to love him. Barnaboo is a 2-year-old neutered male Boston Terrier. Sweet Boston. He snorts, as Bostons have a tendency to do. Barnaboo has a lump on one of his back legs, so they x-rayed it to see if they could figure out what was going on with him, and found what appear to be bullet fragments in his leg. It doesn't slow him down. He's good with everybody, and he's good with everything. He seems to be house-trained. He is a happy, outgoing, friendly, secure little guy who is as sweet as he can be. All he wants is to have his head rubbed and his body scratched and lots of love. Is Barnaboo. Patchy is an 8-year-old neutered male bearded collie cross. Loves other dogs, loves to play. Does not seem to like cats, very frankly, but he does like people, I can tell you that for sure. Great with kids. He is house trained. If you're looking for a great companion with a very unique face, Patchy is your guy. He's gentle. He'll run with the kids. He'll fetch a ball. He'll play if you've got another dog. Patchy needs somebody to take him home. Maisie is a 3-year-old rat terrier mix. I'm told she is a misunderstood little girl. She gets along with other animals, but she doesn't know how to play nicely. She seems house-trained, but probably could use some reinforcement. She's good with kids. She's scared to death of the camera. The camera is to a lot of these dogs, that camera becomes a threat. Because she is very sweet, and she is very dear, and she is very loving, and she is absolutely adorable. You can see how cute she is, but that camera is a big, strange black thing, and it doesn't look like a person. Doesn't fight with other dogs, doesn't really know how to play with them, needs to learn. But most of all, she needs the security of somebody to just hold her the way she's being held right now. This is Macy. Okay, the dogs you're looking at now are Dodger Doe and Lanny Lowe. Dodger is a male, Lanny is a female. They are both 6 years old. Dodger is a border collie mix, and Lanny is a hound mix. They are both incredibly sweet and very, very friendly. They are a bonded pair and have to go home together. Lanny is sometimes shy around strangers. She follows Dodger wherever he goes, and he is her security blanket. They probably need some house training, although they've had some basics. They get along with other dogs. They're suggesting that Lanny would probably do better not with little bitty kids, but with older kids. Therefore, obviously, both of them need to go to a home with no small children. And I know it's hard to take in two dogs at the same time who are not small and need house training work. These dogs need a lot. And I know it's difficult, but I also know in my heart that there's somebody out there who says, I understand love, and dogs love each other as much as people love each other and as much as we love our dogs. And to take two dogs who love each other and have lived together from the time they were teeny little puppies and separate them is a cruelty, not a kindness. To take them home and love them and let them love each other and love you both, that's the kindness in the world. That's what humanity is all about. That's what humane means. And love. This is Dodger Doe and Lanny Lowe. They are sweet, they are loving, and they must go home together. This is the last dog we're going to show you today. This is our special needs dog, and her name is Rodeo. Rodeo is a collie mix. She's 8 years old. She came into the shelter in 2008. She was adopted by people who kept her for a very short period of time and brought her back not because she did anything wrong, because she didn't, but simply because they said they couldn't afford to keep a dog and they hadn't realized what was involved in feeding and caring for an animal. And from 2009, this dog has been sitting here, a little frightened of strangers, but very, very affectionate once she gets to know you. She loves to go on walks. She is into checking everything out. She's not good with other dogs, but she's fine with cats. She is house trained to the point where she will not urinate or defecate in her cage ever. She will hold for as long as it takes until somebody takes her out. They say older kids with her and not younger kids because she is shy and she's easily frightened. But she is beautiful and she is sweet and she is lovely. And she's here and she's been here so long. And she had a taste of being somebody's pet. And she had a chance to go home with somebody. And she worked so hard to make them love her. And they blew it. She did not. And so she's here again. And if you look at those eyes, if you look at that absolutely gorgeous, it's okay, sweetheart, it's okay. Look at that absolutely gorgeous face. And look at the sweetness in this dog. And think, here she is in a cage again for so long. And she just wants to go home. And she just wants someone to love her. She has to be an only. She could live with a cat, but no other dogs. But what she needs is someone who will take the time to get to know her, speak softly, pet gently, love truly, and let her know that homes are forever. She's looking for a forever home of her own. And she is as sweet and as lovely and as wonderful a dog as you could ever meet. SAVE-A-Pet has wonderful, loving dogs, cats, kittens, and puppies. Every one of them waiting for a home, every one of them depending on someone like you to provide that love and that home.